Good evening. There we go. That's right, the Peanut Gallery. Good evening. I'm Dr. Tom Wadsworth, Dean of the Idaho State University LS Skaggs College of Pharmacy and Health Professions, and it is my privilege to welcome you to the White Coat Ceremony for the Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2023. Sorry, 2030. Yep. They were like, well, that was short. Okay. Tonight we celebrate the beginning of an important journey for these students. The ceremony marks their transition from pharmacy student to student pharmacist. The difference may sound subtle, but it does represent a distinct change in identity, responsibility, and purpose. When you put on the white coat this evening, you wear a symbol that represents knowledge, compassion, integrity, and trust. Yet the coat itself does not grant those qualities. They must be learned, demonstrated, and earned, one interaction and one patient at a time. Although each of you will receive your own coat, you will not wear it alone. Tonight you become a part of a class, a college, and a profession, united by what the French call esprit de corps, a shared spirit of belonging, pride, loyalty, and responsibility. In pharmacy, that shared spirit means encouraging one another through difficult times, celebrating one another's achievements, and holding one another to the highest standards. It means recognizing that the conduct of each pharmacist shapes the public's trust for the entire profession. As you don your white coat for the first time, may it represent your commitment to excellence, your responsibility to your classmates, and your new pharmacy family that you now join. Your gratitude to the loved ones, faculty, and mentors who have help you reach this moment. And above all, your promise to serve the patients and communities who will one day put their trust in you. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our special guests who are joining us tonight in celebration of our students. Please rise as I read your name and remain standing until all names have been read, and I'd ask the audience to please hold your applause until all have been acknowledged. Dr. Justin Messenger, Idaho Board of Pharmacy, and class of 2011. Dr. Jordan Millward, ISU representative for the Idaho Society of Health System Pharmacists, class of 2019. We're also proud to welcome back our alumni who will be coding students tonight. Harold Olson, class of 1976. Colton Snedeker, class of 2026. Vivian Trin, class of 2021, and Ricky Trussell, class of 2012. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate with our students. I'd now like to recognize the faculty and staff of the College of Pharmacy and Health Professions. Will you please rise? Right over here. Yeah. There we go. The education of student pharmacists is a collective endeavor, and each of them plays an essential role. Through their expertise, encouragement, mentorship, and care, they help our students discover not only what they must know, but what they must become. Thank you for the countless ways, both seen and unseen, that you strengthen this college, that you support our students and advance the profession of pharmacy. Your influence and your countenance will literally be carried forward in every patient and community these graduates serve. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize Albertsons Companies for their long-standing partnership tonight and contributing to the celebration. We're grateful for their continued connection to our program. It's been a long-standing relationship. Representing Albertsons this evening is Dr. Michael McDevitt, class of 2002. I dare say the best class ever graduated at the College of Pharmacy. Yes, Chris? Yeah. Go 2002, right, Mike? And finally, I'd like to recognize and thank the alumni and friends who generously sponsored the white coat for one of our incoming students. Each year, we invite members of the pharmacy community who have special connection to our program to participate in this tradition and help welcome our newest students into the profession. Because of their generosity, every student receiving a white coat this evening has someone who helped them make this moment possible. Please join me in applause for those donors. I would now like to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Justin Messenger. Dr. Messenger is Idaho Falls born and raised, a Bonneville High School graduate whose love of pharmacy started right here at home. He finished his prereqs at ISU working at Walmart all through school, alongside his wife, who was also attending ISU in the nursing program. They graduated the exact same day in 2011. Bet you that was a good day. Yep. He managed for Walgreens, Walmart, and then pivoted to the health systems pharmacy at Mountain View Hospital, earning his MBA along the way, and took a leadership role in establishing the Idaho Falls Community Hospital. In 2019, Governor Little appointed him to the Idaho State Board of Pharmacy, where he is now serving a second 5-year term. He and Sarah are the proud parents of 3 kids. You'll find them on the ski hill in the winter and on mountain bikes in the summer. Please welcome Dr. Justin Messenger.
Good evening, and I appreciate that introduction. Tom, appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud family members, and certainly most importantly, our newest members, our graduating class of 2030. 2 years ago, I stood at a podium much similar to this and told an incoming class that pharmacy was a profession in motion, and that our scope of practice was moving faster than most people outside the field had realized. And today I want to start by telling you it hasn't slowed down. If anything, it's sped up. More on that in a moment, but first, a couple of things worth pausing for. Before we go further, it's amazing to think back, students. I want you to think of the people that got you here. Your friends and family, whose patience and encouragement through late nights and tests that you may not want to remember again. Faculty and staff who had committed themselves to your education long before they would realize that it would be worth it. Take a moment to think of them, to look at them. This day certainly belongs to you, but it doesn't exist without them. And this is a challenge, not for just the students, but for all of those in the room. I would like you to take a moment as well, or whether that's now or later today, to think of someone in your life, a mentor, a friend, a family member that has provided patience or provided guidance beyond what might be expected. And write them a thank you note. Not a text, not an email, not a side hug telling mom or dad thanks, but write them a note on a card and send it to them. It'll be something that they will treasure forever. I'm here as a representative of the Board of Pharmacy, now in my second term, which means I've made some early mistakes and I'm slightly less likely to repeat those. For those of unfamiliar with what the board is, it's comprised of 7 members, 5 pharmacists, 1 pharmacy technician, and 1 public member, each appointed by the governor to serve 5-year terms, up to 2 terms max. Our primary job is to protect the public. We propose statutes and enforce laws that are already on the books. And we try to write rules that guide the profession without strangling it. Restrictive enough to protect our patients, but flexible enough to let pharmacy keep innovating and moving forward. And that balance is harder to strike than it sounds. The coat you received today is a symbol of purity, professionalism, and trust. It represents the responsibilities you're about to assume. Wearing it is a privilege and a promise to uphold the highest standards of ethics, integrity, and compassion to your patients. Some of you will keep wearing it after graduation. Some workplaces won't require it. The symbolism doesn't change either way. What you're promising today travels with you, coat or no coat. In my 20 plus years in this profession, first as a technician, then intern, and then pharmacist, I've watched our scope of practice expand from immunizations to fluoride to today, almost anything a pharmacist is trained and competent to manage. That expansion is real, and students, it's yours to inherit. But here's what I didn't fully appreciate 2 years ago. In a lot of states, practice wants to outrun the law. They want to innovate. And everyone waits for the legislature to catch up. But Idaho did something very different on purpose. Our standard of practice laws aren't written to list out everything a pharmacist is allowed to do, but they're written broadly, specifically so the profession could keep advancing without waiting on Boise every time somebody develops something new. And that's not an accident. It's the whole design, and it's part of why I said earlier that our job on the board is to guide this profession without strangling it. Which means the real test isn't whether the law will eventually catch up. It's already built in Idaho to move with you. The test is whether the profession moves responsibly enough to deserve that trust. Idaho's framework gives you room to lead without waiting for permission. Whether you use that room is well up to you. That's the real inheritance. It's not just a wider scope, but a state that trusts you to fill it responsibly, and the responsibility to prove every day that that trust was earned. I want to tell you a quick story. I work at a hospital in Idaho Falls, and we routinely run mock drills, mock code blues when a patient is on their way to dying. We run rapid responses where a patient is deteriorating quite rapidly. And we look for gaps in the workflow and in training and competence. We decided to run one specifically just in pharmacy. We ran a mock drug recall. And, across shifts, we watched as the recall occurred. The coordination was great. Pharmacy, nursing, supply chain, they moved in sync with one another, and it made me proud of what was occurring. But in the middle of that success, we found a gap that we didn't know where to put the controlled substance once we quarantined it off the floors. It couldn't be put back into our regular stock for fear that it might go to a patient. It couldn't be just left on the counter for fear of diversion. And it's something, you might call it a failure. And if we had a real drug recall, it would have been amazing to watch the real thing unfold, and it did, because nobody knew that it was a mock. And I'm not telling you this story to scare anybody that we find mistakes and we find places where we have gaps in our workflow and in our competence on a daily basis. But it's one of the most important things I can offer you about this profession. That competence on one hand and errors on another aren't opposite. The people who catch those gaps aren't the ones who never make them. They're the ones that are running the drills, asking the questions, not becoming complacent in their practice. Students, build that habit now. It will matter more than almost anything you ever learn in a classroom. Your role will extend beyond the counter, whether it's a policy question, a public health initiative, or a neighbor who might corner you at a barbecue to ask you a drug question. Those moments are real. Embrace those. We are one of the most trusted and most accessible sources of drug information most people will ever have. Don't waste those moments. Integrity is a foundational pillar of everything else I've said today. Hold to the highest ethical standard, especially when it's inconvenient. Your reputation will be built on trust you earn from patients and colleagues, and it's worth protecting fiercely. Because when everything else is gone, that's all that's left. My hope for each of you is that the only time you ever appear before the Board of Pharmacy is to advance this profession and for your patients through legislation, policy, and leadership this moment is asking for you, and never through discipline. As you put on your white coat today, look back at the work that brought you here and look forward at a profession that will keep changing faster than anyone predicts. It's not a burden. It's the reason this work stays worth doing. You're not walking this path alone. Lean on your peers, your mentors, and the wider pharmacy community, the way this room is leaning toward you today. Congratulations. Welcome to the profession. Wear the white coat with pride and let it remind you every day of what you'll promise here. Thank you.
I'd now like to welcome Dr. Jordan Millward to the stage. Dr. Millward is a clinical pharmacy specialist and assistant professor at Idaho State University. She earned her Doctor of Pharmacy degree and Master's in Public Health degree right here at Idaho State, and completed a combined PGY1 and PGY2 pharmacotherapy residence here as well. She is board certified in pharmacotherapy and certified diabetes care and education specialist. Dr. Millward works with the Patient Quality Alliance here in Pocatello. She also serves as the primary care practice section lead at the Center for Advancing Pharmacy Practice and Research Excellence. Please welcome Dr. Millward to the stage.
Bring this down a little bit. Thank you, Dean Wadsworth and the LS Skaggs College of Pharmacy and Health Professions for inviting me to speak tonight. I'm here on behalf of the Idaho Society of Health System Pharmacy, or ISHP. So first, to the family members and friends in the audience, thank you so much for your unwavering support and encouragement in helping these future pharmacists to reach this milestone. Your continued support is going to be vital to their success. And to the class of 2030, congratulations. As I mentioned, I'm currently the ISU faculty representative for ISHP. So this evening, I want to share some brief thoughts on the importance of becoming involved in professional pharmacy organizations. These organizations exist to serve their members' professional interests, and of course, our profession as a whole. The pharmacy world has a myriad of professional organizations, as you'll find out, each with its own acronym: ISHP, ISPA, ASHP, ACCP, APHA, and the list goes on. But tonight, I'm not here to tell you which one to join or to promote one over the other. I'm simply here to encourage you to get involved in your profession. By doing so, you can help advocate for and expand pharmacists' roles in the healthcare team, transform and grow the practice of pharmacy, and ultimately help us provide better care for our patients and for our communities. Membership in professional organizations comes with a wide range of personal and professional benefits. Networking experiences can help you build friendships and professional connections and discover potential career opportunities. Many organizations offer practice tools and educational resources. Advocacy and leadership opportunities will present themselves to you if you should like to take those. And professional organizations provide a platform for you to showcase your talents and your improvements and your innovations and the things that you've done in the pharmacy world. Much of what professional associations achieve is due to the collective effort of their members, bringing together like-minded individuals who can make a difference that's greater than what one person could achieve on their own. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. By getting involved, you can contribute to this greater whole. So wherever your interests lie, whether you know that yet or not, there will be an organization out there for you. An organization that offers something unique, serves a purpose that you connect with, and connects you to a cause. Seek out the organization whose vision and mission and purpose resonates with you. And if you don't know where to start, reach out to your faculty members and your advisors and your mentors. Personally speaking, I wouldn't be where I am today with the privilege of speaking to you right now had I not gone out beyond the classroom, gotten involved in my profession, and said yes to the opportunities that came my way. So in closing, I want to congratulate you again, wish you luck with the rest of your journey, and encourage you to use your voice, get involved, and be excited to be a part of this great profession. I can't wait to see where we all go together. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Millward. We'll now turn our ceremony over to Dr. Cynthia Tillotson, Associate Dean for Student Affairs at the LS Skaggs College of Pharmacy and Health Professions, who will serve as our Master of Ceremonies this evening for the coding of our incoming P1 students. Dr. Tillotson.
Thank you, Dean Wadsworth. This is exciting. So tonight, you will take your first steps into the profession of pharmacy. You will don the white coat as a symbol of that step and recite the Pharmacist Code of Ethics. You will be expected to uphold that code for your time with us as a student, and more importantly, for the rest of your professional life. It is important to realize that once you become a pharmacist, you remain a member of the profession. Now is the time you have all been waiting for, the presentation of your white coat. Audience members, if you want to take photos, pull out your cameras. We'll be calling forward your students. The first 5 students have chosen a pharmacist who has made a meaningful impact on their journey. And the person they have chosen will present them with their white coat. The remaining students will be coated by members of our faculty, Dr. Jen Adams, Dr. Aaron Berry, and Dr. Kevin Cleveland. And do you know where to go? Backstage. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So students, each row should move toward the stage as directed. When your name is called, proceed to the stage and stand on, it says the X, but it's a little teeny blue X right there. So you'll know exactly where to stand. Okay. Once you're on the stage, please turn and face the audience and you will be coded. After being coded, you may take your place on the risers. And once all students have been coded, you will recite the Pharmacist Code of Ethics as a class. Guests who are coding a student may join them on stage at that time and then return to their seats after the student has been coded. Here we go. Abigail Knight, coded by their mentor, Dr. Ricky Trussell. Aslan Scala, coded by their mentor, Glenda Millard, who is a registered pharmacist. Cash Snedeker, coded by their brother, Dr. Colton Snedeker. Bridget Trin, coded by their sister, Dr. Vivian Trin. Ivy Ware, coded by her great uncle, Dr. Harold Olson. Dominic Alcantara. Lucy Atkinson. Keegan Barfus. Kaylee Rose Billington. Kylie Boren. Colleen Burley. Karina Cameron. Eliana Cecil. I did say that right, didn't I? Okay. Connor Cuff. Dane Dennett. Shayna Ellison. Dylan Ferry. Sophia Forboard. Braden Gaylord. Reed Hansen. And there is one student that wasn't able to join us tonight, sorry. Her name is Gawi Hong, and when she does arrive, we will present her white coat to her, but it probably won't be this evening, but we wanted to honor her anyway, so we look forward to Gawi Hong joining us as well. Jocelyn, sorry to do that to you, okay. Jocelyn Klempt. Kaya Martins. Marissa McCullum. Caleb Moon. Edward Nussbaum. Olivia Oliver. Megan Peacock. Haley Peters. Stephanie Platos. Lisa Ramirez. Shiley Reyes. Andrew Rizia. Rachel Ruiz. Taylor Shad. Ashley Smith. Love it. Justin Spiewak. Thomas Swore. Elin Williams. And Riley Ray. Well, definitely an impressive group of student pharmacists, and you all look amazing. So congratulations to you. Stay here. So I now invite our 2026-2027 Senate Secretary Alexandria Adams and PPSA presidents. We have Kyle Meyer and Jackson Stokes. Please come to the stage and share in leading the recitation of the Pharmacist Code of Ethics.
Thank you, Dr. Tillotson. Class of 2030, please pull the card from the pocket of your white coat with the pharmacist's code of ethics printed on one side. Audience members, you may follow along as the code of ethics is printed on the back of your program.
And before we begin, I will read the preamble to the Pharmacist Code of Ethics aloud. Pharmacists are health professionals who assist individuals in making the best use of medications. This code, prepared and supported by pharmacists, is intended to state publicly the principles that form the fundamental basis of the roles and responsibilities of pharmacists. These principles, based on moral obligations and virtues, are established to guide pharmacists in relationships with patients, health professionals, and society.
Class of 2030, please recite the Code of Ethics with us. We will recite only the 8 main headings at this time, but please be sure to read and always abide by the full Code of Ethics from this point forward.
A pharmacist respects the covenantal relationship between the patient and pharmacist. A pharmacist promotes the good of every patient in a caring and compassionate, confident manner. A pharmacist respects the autonomy and dignity of each patient. A pharmacist acts with honesty, integrity, and professional relationships. A pharmacist maintains professional competence. A pharmacist respects the values and abilities of colleagues and other health professionals. A pharmacist serves individuals, community, and societal needs. A pharmacist seeks justice in the distribution of health resources.
Thank you. Now we welcome Dr. Tillotson back to the podium.
Thank you to our student leaders. So first-year students, congratulations to you. Let me be the first to welcome you to the profession of pharmacy and to acknowledge this important role that you have just pledged yourselves and upon which you will now embark. So, congratulations to you. Love it. So the Pharmacist Code of Ethics is on display in the student lounge on each campus, and it's a reminder of the important pledge that you have just taken. I now turn the time back over to Dr. Wadsworth for closing remarks, and students, please remain standing here for just a few more minutes, and congratulations again. Well done.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tillotson. Students, on behalf of the entire faculty and staff at Idaho State University, congratulations. Faculty, before this is over, I did tell each of the students to make sure they find you and get a picture with you if you are their advisor, and if the advisor's not there, just rando faculty is fine with me too. Okay, well, you now stand on the edge of your career, and I'm brought to the remembrance of the words of Brutus on the eve of battle as quoted from Shakespeare's famed Julius Caesar. There is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at the flood, leaves on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in the shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves or lose our ventures. And today feels as if on such a full sea you are now afloat, and the tide is in, the current is in your favor, and it is up to you to put your boats out into venture. And as we close this evening, I want to leave you with a final challenge. You are entering pharmacy at a moment unlike any before. Artificial intelligence will replace more information, more analytical power, and more polished answers than your fingertips, than any previous generation of pharmacists has possessed. But David Brooks offers an important caution. He says, when intelligence is plentiful, volition is valuable. Volition is your willingness to engage in struggle, to learn and to persist, even when an easier path is available. In the years ahead, what separates you will not be whether you have access to powerful technology. Everyone will. What will separate you will be whether you use that technology to deepen your own thinking, not to replace it. The warning tonight is that AI can offer competence without apprenticeship, fluency without understanding, and in pharmacy, in healthcare, those are dangerous illusions. A polished answer is not necessarily a correct one. An efficient recommendation is not necessarily a wise one. And no technology can assume your responsibility to the patient. So use AI, learn it, challenge it, but never surrender your professional judgment to it. Begin with your own analysis and ask technology to test your thinking, not to do the thinking for you. And do this together. Build an esprit de corps in which you encourage one another, question one another respectfully, and hold one another to standards worthy of this profession. Let technology expand your reach, but never allow it to shrink your mind, your judgment, and your humanity. In this new era, your volition, what you choose to pursue, practice, and protect, is what will define you and what will be the difference for the patients who will put their trust in you. So congratulations, class of 2030. Wear your white coats well and become worthy of what they represent. You did it. This concludes our ceremony for tonight. Students, please remain where you are for the class photo. Remember to find your rando faculty member. And once the photo session is over, you're all welcome to join us in the reception in the rotunda. And we look forward to visiting with each of you. Good night.